Well, I've done a couple videos about it, so I might as well do them all. Looking at a video from Ring of Fire about the Tomi Lehren comments. And in this video, I'm not going to focus so much on her comments because I've addressed those before. So I'm mainly going to be looking at Farron Cousins and getting his take on what happened.
On Wednesday, Fox News commentator Tomi Lehren went on the network and actually said something that wasn't completely stupid.
Hold up on that car wash, gentlemen.
Actually, no. What she said about abortion is just as stupid as anything else she says.
And because Tomi said something that wasn't completely stupid, Fox News viewers absolutely lost their minds.
Okay, right. So follow me here, Farron. This is similar to when you see someone who's a Democrat or progressive and they come out, let's say they're against Medicare for all. They're against universal health care. Now, this might cause you, I know it would cause me a little bit of worry as to whether this person is a true believer in the progressive movement or is just pretending and going along with it for political reasons because it's expedient.
Half of that statement is true. Like, you don't send somebody to the Supreme Court to carry out religious judicial activism. That is correct, Tomi. It's not what conservatives stand for is where you're wrong on that because, yeah, it is. It is what conservatives have always stood for with every single court appointment they've ever made from federal to SCOTUS, okay?
Okay, so I'm an atheist and I'm pro-life. The two are not exclusive. Sure, a lot of people come at the issue from the pro-life side from a religious angle, but that you don't have to. You can make lots of good arguments and cases for life completely devoid of religion. Now, can anybody point out an example of where the court has made a ruling based on religion? Okay, this is the same court that struck down school prayers and has regulated that very tightly over the decades. But, like it or not, I mean, it doesn't benefit me as an atheist, but we still have the freedom of religion built into our Constitution. So everybody has that right to hold a religion. And just like the right to free speech, explicitly listed in the Constitution, the right to practice your religion should not be overly burdened by the state. It should not be, heavily regulated by the government. It's between you and your church, your private beliefs and views.
Those hearings where Roe v. Wade, Roe v. Wade, Roe v. Wade comes up because that's what Republicans want to do.
Well, sure, but that still doesn't mean it has anything to do with religion. At least we're upfront about it. At least we're honest. We don't try to hide our motives or anything like that. We tell you flat out, yes, we're coming for Roe. Yes, make no mistake about it. We are coming for it. So, you can't say we're not telling you what we're doing.
We hear Republicans out in the streets talking about it all the time. So yes, it is exactly what your party stands for. Nonetheless, Tomi got it partially right there. And that absolutely freaked out Fox News viewers. They took to Twitter to go after Tomi here. And here's some of the things that they said about it. These are hilarious. The liberals are projecting again because this is exactly what they would do if they were picking a SCOTUS nominee. So this guy, this woman, automatically just calls Tomi a liberal. I'm absolutely shocked that Tomi has no idea what she is talking about, says Joseph Miller. Joseph, if you've ever watched Tomi Lehren, you should never be surprised if she doesn't know what she's talking about.
I'm not going to disagree with you there. That seems to be a pretty fair assessment. But don't act like you guys are the victim here, okay? When Democrats are president, they appoint staunchly pro-choice judges. Ginsburg, Breyer, Sotomayor, Kagan, all fervently pro-choice, okay? You accept that, you applaud that, and you love every minute of it. Now, when the tables are turned and it's our turn to appoint somebody that represents our views, you say, oh, religious indoctrination, oh my God.
Unfortunately, again, she was actually kind of right. We have more. At Dino Molin Lobby says this is weapons grade stupid. Fox News needs to cut Tomi Lehren loose. She is a better fit for MSNBC or The View, says Baxter's mom at Pollyanna again. That's what the leftists do. They are projecting, says Professor Perkis. And Tomi Lehren is no conservative. She is pro-baby murdering, says Vaughn Blaschke. Pro-baby murdering. Wow.
Yeah, I know when you put it in those terms, it doesn't sound as benign as you would like it to, but it's essentially the same thing.
That didn't fit with conservative ideology. Who's the snowflake now, Tomi? Because I'm pretty sure it's the people who were watching you on Fox News. You actually said one thing smart and they lost their minds. Is this really how you want to live your life? Is this what you want to be as a person, to where you're forced to say stupid things lest you have your audience turn on you? Because that is what you are right now.
Okay, so nobody's entitled to an audience, okay? All you're entitled to do is state your beliefs and your opinions, and if someone disagrees with that, they're probably not gonna, continue to tune in. I mean, I'm sure you don't have Glenn Beck and Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh streaming live, you know, every day where you're at. Well, actually, you probably do for show material, but nevertheless, you get the point.
You made a good point. You immediately said something stupid after that, but you made one good point, and you lost the trust of all of these brain-dead conservatives who were in love with you.
Come now, Farron, and let us reason together. So if somebody holds to the view they really believe that an unborn child is a human being, then it only goes to follow that that would receive protection of the law. There's nothing about that that's hard to understand. We have to listen to these pro-choicers all day making their special pleading arguments, excuses and rationale to justify abortion that when you apply to anything else, they fall apart. They completely collapse under any other topic except abortion. It's a special set of rules that only apply to this, that allows you to pretend that it's moral or that it's acceptable.